Okay, before we go there, we have another caller. Maybe this is that same caller.
It's WDAO. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I caught part of the interview where she was talking about her glands, I believe, and her diet.
Okay.
When she took out the dairy products.
Right.
I love milk and ice cream, and I know when I eat them, I pay for it. What, if any way, is there anything that can help me digest it, or is that just the negatives in my diet?
Yeah, there are things that can help you digest it, but is that really what you want? Do you want to keep taking in something that you know is hurting you? I can give you stuff that can help digest milk. You know, they make products out there that digest milk sugar. I'm not sure if that's the only issue that you're facing with milk and dairy products. The lactose intolerance, there may be other issues as well. Because there are other issues with milk and dairy products besides the lactose. But the bottom line is there are substitutes and there are other things you can use, and there are some things that's just okay to leave alone. And it sounded like, I'm not sure exactly where you want to go, but there are lactose aids that you can get, enzymes that have lactase in it that will help you digest it if that's the issue. If there are other issues, there may be substitutes you can use in the place of dairy that still allow you to have your milks and your ice creams and cheeses without the dairy itself. And then just depending on what the other issues might be.
What's your first name?
Brutus.
Brutus, let me ask you, because I want you to understand where Mr. Freer is coming from. What is your goal? What would you like to do? Is it that you want to find something where you just want to continue to do the milk and the dairy, and you just want to take something to help digest that? Or do you really want to try to address the issue and realize that, hey, that milk and dairy is not good for me? Are there any alternatives, and how can I address that problem, and how can I even improve my diet? What would you like?
One, the calcium. It's supposed to be part of a healthy diet, correct?
That's true. Calcium is part of a healthy diet, but milk is not a healthy way to get calcium.
Okay, what if you have a problem digesting pills? Don't that bring about the problem of what would you say, ulcers, where the pills deposit in the bottom of your stomach?
No, pills don't give you ulcers, but you can get calcium from other foods like broccoli or greens or things like that, and that's where the cow gets it from. So, why go to a cow to get it second source when you can go straight to the first source and get it straight itself?
Cut out the middleman. Huh?
Yeah, cut out the middleman.
Hey, Brutus, again, if you want to, if there's anything that we can do to help you with address any type of issue, health issue, please feel free to call 279-0994. Come by the store. I don't know if you've ever visited the store. We have the wonderful juice caboose in the back of the store. We like to share some things with you, share some things that if you like to get off that milk, dairy, and cheese, that we can show you some alternatives and show how you could be on a wonderful journey to change your lifestyle choices and maybe make you feel better and be full of energy and vitality. So again, give us a call or come by the store. We have another call, Michael?
Yes, sir. Good morning. It's WDAO. Your first name, please?
Victor.
Victor.
All right. Hey, Victor.
Hey, how y'all doing?
Oh, wonderful, Victor.
Hey, man, before I make my comment, I want to, the last person that called, hopefully they're listening, the soy milk that I get from you guys, the silk and almond milk, I swear about that stuff. Not only that, I've got people in my family that are not vegan or vegetarian like me, and I've started noticing the silk disappearing, regular milk not. My children steal that stuff now, so now I have to get it for them, which is good, but I'm just letting you know how good it actually is, and how much suddenly they say they don't have as much like gas or stomach ache.
Okay.
So I just want the other listener to know, you got to try this stuff. You got to try it because, and what was it, tofuti, the ice cream?
Right.
I like that better than regular ice cream.
Absolutely.
So that's just a little promo for that, but that's a fact, and I thought sometimes people just need to hear it from somebody else who, just made that switch.
Oh, absolutely. Yep.
Now, the reason I called, Rick, and hopefully y'all could keep pushing this, maybe you're aware of, that the federal government changed the IRS rules when it comes to being able to self-medicate. That is, get your own vitamins and herbs and those kind of things, flax oil, and that stuff that if a doctor writes you a prescription, you can't use it on your taxes. However, I go to my doctor and I just ask him, because the prescription you don't need to go to the health store to you guys to get something, but you need it in your record that the doctor prescribed, you know, the vitamins, brewer's yeast. I mean, I get my doctor to write all that stuff, and including the pediatrician. So I thought maybe you might want to, you know, keep people informed that, you know, if you're going to use your health items, then you should, just like anyone else. You should be able to do these things. This is medicine for your body. You need to just let the doctor know whenever you go for your visit for whatever it is. Hey, doc, here's a list of items I get from the health food store. Could you write a prescription for my records in case I have to address this with the IRS because I use it on my taxes? Now, I haven't had any problem with it, even with pediatricians.
Well, you know, that's wonderful. I want to expound upon that a little bit more because I don't think maybe the listeners out there, I'm glad that you came back and you explained. So basically what you're saying is that, you know, the federal government, they have rules when it comes to self-medication. And what you're saying is that it's known that you can write off your prescription drugs on your taxes, but
right.
It's not known that you can write off when you use what I want to say
supplements
and so forth,
or food combinations to help with your health issues.
So what you've done is you asked your doctor to actually write a prescription for the supplements and the food, the health food, so forth, and then you can take that and write that off on your taxes.
Right. Now, the reason I also brought it up, Rick, until this new year, 2011, before then you could actually still write off and use your health savings account card for vitamins and supplements, like I said, like brewer's yeast and those things, without any problem. Now the federal government has made it a little more difficult for you to do those things, and so that's why you need to have your physician or your children's physician, if you're using those, even your vitamins, to just write a prescription that, yes, you know, you need to get vitamins indefinitely.
Now, you have a
I
health,
thought I'd bring that up.
You have a health savings account.
Yes, sir.
Would you just give a quick overview on what that is for some listeners out there that may not know what a health savings account is?
Well, for mine, it's where you're allotted a certain amount of untaxed dollars in an account that usually is done by your employer, and you can use that for your copay, to buy your prescriptions. When you go to the doctor, it's to assist in whatever your health plan is. You know, like back in the old days, it was a lot lower, but if you went to the doctor back in the old days, maybe your copay for the doctor visit was $10. You can use your health savings account for that, and it's an account that's set up separate, and usually it's a credit card that goes with that account that you can use to make that copay or buy the prescription.
Absolutely.
You could also use it to pay for supplements, the flax oil, brewer's yeast, the vitamins, etc. And it was done without any problem up until this year. Now you have to have a doctor write a prescription so that you're able to get it.
You know,
I guess I explained it.
You actually do. You did, and I'm gonna expound upon it a little bit better, a little bit more. Health savings account. I have one, so it doesn't necessarily have to be provided by your employer. If you're self-employed, you can have a health savings account, and I think they started back in 2002, 2003, and you can put X amount of dollars. I know $3,000-$5,000 per year, and then you can write that off. And then, yes, you are given. You can have a checking account. You can have a credit card, and you can use this as copay. And I mean, it's a wonderful plan. But again, it's something that we as African Americans usually don't know about. and so we're not being able to take advantage of those. And so, Victor, really appreciate the fact that you calling and sharing that. We have shared it before, but this is another tool that's out there that that if you don't know about, you don't know how to take advantage of. 457-1210. I want to thank Victor for calling in, and anyone else. If you have any questions, comments, please call 457-1210. We got about 7 more minutes left in the program. Mr. Fred, anything you want to add to what we just discussed there?
No, I think the ideal of a health savings account is something that people that are having difficulty taking care of their health and they're looking for alternative ways to make sure that they're taken care of is something they want to look into, definitely. And then secondly, certainly begin not only financially taking care of your health, but begin taking care of your health by making sound, evidence-based choices that can really help you get where you want to go.
Absolutely. We had another caller there, Michael?
Yes, sir. Good morning. It's WDAO.